All right, what's up, guys? Good morning. This is the Week 9 recap video for the Telegram 10. Very interesting week, and we're going to go through a little new format for just this week since there's a lot of trades, and I want to go over the trades most importantly. So I am going to quickly go through these games. I actually recorded this once before, and I got to 14 minutes, and 14 and a half minutes out of my max 15, and I didn't even get to go over two of the trades. So I need to go through these pretty quickly. So we have me and Mang, and this was a pretty interesting matchup. I won this game 113 to 94. I thought my team was going to be the leading scorer of the week, but we had the highest scoring week by far, I would say. There was no winner under 113 actually, and I believe 113 and would have led a couple of weeks in the past, um, because we got Mosin over AK, almost beat him by 100, and if if Amon actually set his lineup, he actually had like four buy players. I have a feeling that he might have actually beat AK. AK only outscored Amon by 13, and I'm not trying to pile on AK or anything, but it's just not good. I believe Mosin actually had the biggest, actually had the third highest scoring outburst of the year with 148. I believe he actually has the highest with 161, and then George had this like 151, I believe, in the same week as that, and then you got Mosin at 148. I did not mean to do that. So you got Dre winning over Amon. Not much to talk about there. Amon instead of his lineup. George over Gunn. Pretty important matchup. Probably the most important matchup of the week. Now you got George firmly in playoff position with Gunn on the outside looking in. And then you got SN, who I guess you could call this the shocker of the week, even though I think Yates has a great team. Um, and now Yates has got to win out. He's got 4 games to win. I believe 6 and 7 could get you into the playoffs, and we'll see. That's important. Now I think SN drops out into third place. Week 10. So preview. We got me and George. Pretty good matchup. Gunn and Yates. Very important matchup there. Basically a must-win for both teams. I'm feeling if Gunn can't beat Yates, who's 2 and 7, I think he might be in trouble. Because we're kind of running out of weeks here. SN and Mosin, AK and Amon, and Dre and Bang. So I think that big rivalry matchup right here. So let's quickly look at the projected playoff brackets. Me and Dre have buys, and then you would have a very good matchup between Mosin and George. Then you got SN and Mang. So this would be a very interesting playoff bracket right here. Possibly the possibility of me playing SN in the semifinals, and then you have two of the highest scoring teams going up against each other in the first round. Oh wait, no, I kind of messed it up. So it would be Dre and SN going up against each other if SN won, and then either me against Mosin or George. That was my fault. So now we'll go to review the trades. I was actually in the previous video. I was actually going through every single trade and upholding them, but I can't do that again. So I got to do it through this way. So the first trade we have is Rudolph and Des Bryant. I was originally against this trade. I thought he. I thought that Dez was having a. I knew Dez wasn't having that great of a year, but I just didn't see that Rudolph was worth it. I wasn't really high on Rudolph, and the last 4 weeks not great. And originally I was really against it, but Dez has been awful, and I don't see Robo coming back anytime soon, and it looks like that Dez needs Romo to be really great. I'm still not thrilled, but I accepted the trade because I feel like it's fair enough, and I AK really needs to get productive players since he's out of the playoffs right now. Um, so that's why I accepted that trade. So now you got me and AK. Um, I actually traded some of the players I got in the Evans trade to AK. I traded Crabtree and Edelman. And my thinking was, it took me a lot to trade Michael Thomas. I really wanted to keep him, but I feel like I need another running back. Gurley has been really not great at all, but I kind of like his matchups coming up. He does have a tough one in Week 15 that kind of made me hesitate a little bit, but hopefully, if I'm in the playoffs and I'm in, that would be the semifinals Week 15. So I'm hoping I'll be there, but I don't like that matchup at all. But and then you got Demarius, who actually has a bye on the same week as Julio does, which why I was kind of hesitant to do this trade, but I needed I kind of wanted to roll the dice with Gurley. I want to see what he could do. I feel like he could have a big second half that could really help me. It took a lot though. I really gave up a lot. Um, and now you got Montgomery over Baldwin, or Montgomery traded for Baldwin. Pretty simple trade. Both kind of have the same type of upside. You got basically the starting running back for Green Bay, who hasn't got that much action, and then once Starks comes back, I don't see how he stays within the offense too much. And then you got Baldwin, who hasn't been that great, even though he looked like he's more in the offense last night. I was watching that game between Seahawks and Buffalo, and he looked pretty good. He drew a lot of flags, and he got a good get 6 catches for 89 yards. So pretty simple trade. I Probably the simplest trade that was made. And now you got Terrell Pryor and Ryan Matthews for Terrence West and Quincy Enunwa. Uh like I was kind of skeptical of the trade. I thought the team getting Pryor and Matthews was getting too much, but Matthews hasn't done anything, and I feel like I feel like Nunwa and Matthews kind of cancel each other out, and then you're basically trading Pryor for Terrence West, which I believe is kind of even though West hasn't done that much. But there were two tough games against the Jets running defense and the tough divisional matchup between that's always defensive, uh, always ruled by defense, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. So he should get some better matchups coming up. So, but Pryor, man, he's been great as a wide receiver. I remember him in Ohio State. He was the quarterback, and I don't know. I'm not sure if he won the Heisman, but he was definitely a Heisman candidate, and he looks absolutely great as wide receiver. Um, I was great. So those were the trades that happened yesterday during yesterday's trade bonanza. I have 8 minutes, so I have a good amount of time. So we can go over the Evans trade now. Just give me a second here. Is where I go? No. I wonder if I can go to. So bear with me for a second. View all activity. Let's go down to here we go. So we got Christine Michael, Kobe Fleener, Michael Crabtree, and Julian Edelman for Mike Evans, Matt Forte, Willie Snead, and I dropped a tight end. Honestly, I might have messed up with Michael. Not gonna lie, he Mosin added Rawls right after he traded Michael, and I thought Michael was I'm looking at the stat line. I always remember watching the Seahawks on the red zone, and Michael was just getting a touchdown every other play. It seemed like, and now I'm watching last night's game, and it looks like he only got like 5 carries. Albeit though, they're playing against Buffalo, who actually has a tough run defense. And look, between the game flow, it made a lot more sense to pass against the Buffalo defense. So I mean, Christine Michael, in my eyes, because Rawls, I'm looking at Rawls, and he hasn't come back. He's not coming back until at least 2 more weeks, from what I saw. Um, so to me, he's still the running back, and if he could still play well against the next couple matchups, I still think he is the number one running back in Seattle. And then I got Crabtree and Julian Edelman, who I flipped for Gurley and Demarius Thomas, which I'm very happy about. With those two, I would have definitely. If you got to look at it like Mostyn actually got Mike Evans and Forte, and I'm kind of skeptical on Forte. I believe Powell it will be the starting running back for them eventually. I don't know when, but I'm hoping at playoff time Powell will be the starting running back. And then I gave up Mike Evans. I had to give up something to get Gurley and Demarius and Christine Michael and all of them. So I mean, I like Evans, but I feel like my team has a lot more depth now, and I have a lot of confidence in Golden Tate to be the second wide receiver for my team or Demarius. Because that was kind of a controversial trade. I was accused of colluding at first. I was accused of colluding as the first team in the league. So that's how scrutinized that trade was. And eventually, once people saw I wasn't colluding, I was told that I was basically stacking up Mostyn's team. I feel like both teams got better, and usually you can't really say that about a trade. But I feel like my team got better from both trades, from the Evans trade, and then me flipping those players for Gurley and Demarius. So I feel like my team got better. I really do. I like the 3 running backs I have. Plus, I have a lot of confidence in Golden Tate to be or Demarius Thomas to be my second wide receiver, and I like Matt Ryan and Julio, and I'm very happy. And I like Fleener. So let me look at the time because we actually had it scheduled. We got it's like 12 minutes. So we there could be a lot more trades going down the next couple days. Today is the 8th, election day, Tuesday, and the trade deadline is Thursday at 12 p.m. So next 2 days, we got to get these trades in before 12 p.m. Nothing, no excuses. Everything has to be in before 12 p.m. And that's it for trades. And I feel like there's going to be a couple more trickling in. That's why I was thinking about maybe waiting, but I'm not sure if I have any time to do it later in the weeks to do it. So I just did it now. Um, so that's it, guys. This was the week 9. This was week 9, yeah. And now we're getting into everyone's played everyone once. Now that's it. First 9. There's 10 teams in the league. You've played every team once now. Now we are getting into the double matchups. I will be playing George again. If you look at my schedule, I'm actually playing a playoff team every single week now. I might have the toughest double schedule out of everybody. I'm not sure. I believe I play Dre, SN, George, and Mosine. So that's it, guys. Pretty interesting recap. And if there's any more trades that happen, I might do another video just to go over those. I guess you could say that was the trade deadline coverage. And have a good week, guys.